think you know me, don't you? You think you've seen the worst, like you've already crushed me beneath your heel. That's what you all thought, right? That I was done for, that I'd just disappear, fade into the dust like a forgotten whisper, like I didn't matter, like I wasn't a threat. You made me this. You fed the darkness, stoked the flames. Every betrayal, every hit, every time you kicked me down, you gave me the fuel to become something else. Something you can't outrun, can't hide from, and sure as hell can't stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let nobody stop me. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal. It's Friday, and I believe it's a holiday. Did you guys have the day off by chance?
Yeah,
I forgot what they call it.
Good Friday.
What's today? Good Friday. What's so good about Friday? This particular Friday. You know, man, you get beer on Friday. You get everything that you need to get to make it a good Friday. So every day should be Good Friday, shouldn't it?
I think so.
I mean, I don't have to work. I'm off Fridays and Saturdays, so it's really good for me. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys if you guys work on Fridays, but if you don't, it's considered a Good Friday. You know what I'm saying? But hey, welcome back to the show. I appreciate you guys coming back, man. A lot has changed since the last time I think I had you guys on the show, which was probably, man, I was going to say almost a year ago, if I'm not correct. It might have been a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I'm curious to see what's going on up there in Connecticut. Is it cold? Is it hot? Or you guys got allergy fever? Is it cedar fever up there, man? What is going on in the great Northeast? By the way, all you guys that are streaming live with me tonight, hey, man, we are streaming international and Japan, and we are also streaming 9 different platforms. So all you guys that are in Japan, I know it's pretty late over there, but it's okay. You guys are normally up pretty late anyway. All you guys on Kick, Rumble, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, my personal Facebook podcast page, and my homepage. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I know you guys are shocked to see me, but hey, I'm back, and I'm back full force. So, guys, I'm asking you, hey man, make sure you go out there and hit that like, share, subscribe button with the guests that I have on the show and with me. I know since I've been gone a couple of months, I noticed that my numbers have went down, but that's okay because I'm here to get them back up. You know what I'm saying? But with that enough said, let's go ahead and introduce the team that is on the show tonight. Big E, go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Eric Marchand from Dimensions Paranormal Research Group, Wolcott, Connecticut.
Hi, I'm Mary Lynn.
Mackenzie April, owner of the 77 Inn.
All right. Hey, before we got the show started, man, I asked if you can relocate that property. I mean, you didn't actually give me an answer. Is that possible?
Hey, I wish there was a way.
You got a way to lift the house and bring it down to Texas.
You don't even want to come up here. You want to move a house down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why? I don't. Yeah, just man, I know some people that can move some houses. We can get it done.
Hey, you gotta get the basement too.
There's a basement?
There is a basement.
Wow, that's gonna be a problem, dude, because the rock is so hard. I don't know if I can take the basement. Yeah, we just want to take the house.
The house
We're just
might be minimal.
yeah, we're just
Have your people
we'll just
call.
take. How about if we take the house? Uh, Now, what's the house made of? Is it
Made out of?
old-fashioned wood or?
Yeah, it was built in 1771.
So it'd be like chestnut when they had like they stopped using chestnut in like probably the early 1800s because of the disease on the trees they couldn't use anymore. So we still got like old chestnut wood.
Oh, is that heavy? Is that heavy wood?
Quite a bit.
Heavy enough.
Yeah, I mean it has a lot of splinters in it for sure.
Well, I think we can move that house, man. Just break it down into sections.
Yeah, we
And
need
just-
definitely a big highway for that.
Oh man, we got one. We got 35. I think 30. Yeah, man, there's enough BS on 35. Who's to say we can't put a damn house on it? I mean, I see all other kind of weird shit, so we can put a house. All right. Hey guys, how you guys been? Everything's been cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busy.
Busy? Okay. Tell me a little bit about what your lives and what you got going on so far.
Well, winter's kind of slow a little bit with investigating because it's pretty cold up here. So, but we got a place up here. It's in New York. Go to Letchworth. It's called Letchworth Village.
Mm-hmm.
That place that's been on TV a few times, few YouTube shows. That's got a lot of activity in it. Wilson Castle up in Vermont. If anyone ever gets up that way, great place to go to. That's got activity in it. And then we just do a lot of local cemeteries and stuff like that.
Cemeteries, man. Guys, a lot of people get scrutinized because a lot of people think, if you investigate a cemetery, dude, nothing's happening. You can go late at night, have a picnic, and nobody won't bother you. Nobody that you can't see won't sit down and try to eat your sandwich. But man, me myself, I love cemeteries. I think cemeteries are pretty cool. I mean, some of them are very historic.
Yeah, we go a lot of times. The cemetery that we go to most is the Stepney Cemetery in Monroe, where Ed and Lorraine Warren are buried.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had Lorraine Warren come through my spirit box. If you go onto our page, I got the recording there. I got both the because I scan at 150, so I have that speed plus I have it slowed down right underneath it. So,
oh wow, man! See, we don't have those type of historic paranormal, figures down here, man. I would love to go up there and check out their resting place. And speak to them and say hello and say thank you for all the work that they've done before because they're pioneers. You know what I'm saying? Whether whether people believed in what they did or not, there's a lot of people who think they did. A lot of people think it's a bunch of hogwash and all that stuff. But hey, I believe in everything that they've done. And
we have some more cemeteries up here too that we get a lot of activity in.
So yeah, man. Thanks. Hey, if you guys are listening, Ed and Lorraine, appreciate it, brothers, and appreciate it. All right, guys. Hey, anything else going on? I mean, in your lives besides being busy, investigating? Any new members besides the one you had?
No, just us three. Mackenzie's our latest member here. It's hard. Honestly, I find it's hard to find people that everyone wants to do it. Everyone wants to do it. Then when it comes down to it, you can't find anyone that wants to do it.
Yeah, we do get guests that come with us on different investigations, but nobody that wants to
I
pour their
mean,
time into it.
I'll be
I
right back.
agree. I mean, for our the location here, we're trying to work on like historical tours and just trying to focus on the history part and everything. So I think that's the main key.
Uh-oh, they froze up. Hello? You froze up? Oops. You guys froze up for a minute there. All right. So why do you got a couple of questions that I have for you, Mackenzie, and I'm gonna focus on you for a moment. Why do you think it's so hard to get members that, I mean, if they're curious and they want to be a guest, why is it so hard? Why is it so easy to be a guest and not a member?
Well, I think too when people really like they're interested in everything, but when they really start seeing the real deal, I think they get scared. I think they don't. I don't want to say like have the nerves, but they just get a little scared out.
And I think TV makes it glamorous, where it's a lot of rewatching the experience that you've had. And that can be a lot for people too.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people had, think that, especially the younger generation. Now, I love picking on the younger generation because I think they have no idea on where they're going whatsoever, and I just sit back and I just laugh at them sometimes. The younger generation is I, I don't know. They need to sit down. We need to talk to them. We need to educate them on certain things that's going on in the world, especially around the paranormal field, because a lot of people, like you say, it's a lot of people think it's easy, but it's really not. It can be educational at times, but like people always ask me, why do you do it?
Mhm.
A lot of people ask me, do you ever get scared? And I always tell them, dude, I'm afraid of my own damn shadow. So can you imagine me seeing a shadow that's not mine? And I'm the only one there. Technically, should see one. In the dark, you shouldn't see any. But if you in a little light area and you see, Casper over there, and having a conversation with your shadow, then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So people normally will see something like that, and like you say, Mackenzie, they'll bug out. Bam, they're gone. Because they don't understand it. And the best thing that I can always tell people is, what's the best way to try to understand something? You got to be able to evaluate it. You got to be able to communicate, understand it, but you're not going to be able to do none of that if you're doing 35 down the highway running. I mean, I really don't see it. Hello, Cheryl. How you doing down there in Texas? But so Mackenzie, back to you is what gravitated you towards the team?
I think they're really good to work with, and they're great teachers. And we clicked instantly. It was like as soon as first time we met, we got along and everything. And they're always open for new ideas and everything. And I love them. I mean, I can never ask for a better team to work with.
Okay. I mean, hey, uh, I give you that, man. Some teams are just easy to click, easy to get along with, and you won't have a problem nowhere in sight. But then again, you always got that. I always call it baby mama drama because there's always drama somewhere. Speaking of drama, how do you feel about drama that's going on in the paranormal community? Do
Well, I
you
think
try to stay away from it?
I think that's right now towards everything. Trying to stay out of it. I don't think right now it's the greatest idea for the paranormal field, because the paranormal field should be like a community that we should work together. It shouldn't be always oh, I have better evidence in this or something like that. You may not get evidence at a location. You may not. You may have sometimes, but you shouldn't always go after that and say like, oh, you didn't get any evidence. Maybe it's the day. Maybe it wasn't right for you. But I agree, you know, like the drama really should stop, and we should all really just work together. I mean, you know, we may not have to be buddy buddy, but we shouldn't go after each other.
I totally agree with you there. So a lot of people have a problem with sharing evidence. Does Dimensions Paranormal Research Group, do you guys have a problem with sharing evidence?
We
Or do
don't
you guys?
share evidence from our private home investigations, but if
Mhm.
we do something public, we do. We don't have a problem with that. But if we're asked to go on a private home and investigate, very rarely do we share that. And if we did, we would ask permission first, because we
Okay,
do
yeah,
do
because
that cleansings and
you
things.
know, I see people, well, that, trying to break down one's evidence. And you know what? And I'm all fine because there's skeptics everywhere. So I don't mind you trying to break down my investigation or trying to blow up my video to make sure you don't see a tripwire or something. I don't mind that,
I
but
find a lot of people won't believe it unless they're there and experience it.
Yeah, but then
That's
you
the
have
hardest
these
part.
skeptics, you know, picking at it, saying like, "Oh, you know, like that's not real and everything." You know, that's your opinion. If you're a skeptic, you don't believe in much in it. That's your opinion, but you should not push your opinion out there and cause drama.
exactly. Long story short, 2 weeks ago, I got tired of people telling me that my tires were on flat. I'm the type of guy that would go, 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 and eventually, you'll be stuck on the side of the highway because you don't put air in your tires. I'm one of those type of guys that just let it go by, and eventually. So I was at the tire shop, and this guy truck came up, and I got my logo and and my advertisement on my van, and I was talking to the owner, and he walks up to me and is like, "Hey, is this your van?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Well, man, uh, every ghost is a demon." He just flat out told me every ghost was a demon. So I looked at the owner because it took me by shock. I was shocked when he came at me like that because people that are curious usually come at you a certain way, but this guy came at me real hard. He's like, "Every ghost is a demon." Then I thought about it for a minute, guys, and I was like, wait a minute. If every ghost is a demon, what about the Holy Ghost? Is the Holy Ghost a demon? And after that, I got called a heathen.
Yeah. At
And
that point, I would just let them express their opinion. I mean, that's their religion, and they're not gonna. Whatever you say, you're not going to change their mind. So at least let them speak their piece, and everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
and he told me Jesus Christ is gonna change my heathenish ways. And and I didn't know what to say. I was shocked when he came at me like that. Have you guys ever had that experience where somebody come at you so hard where it shocks you at first, and then it's like you don't want to come back at them, but if you don't come back at them, you felt like they won. And I don't like people to think that they get the best of me, especially when they come to something that I love to do and they've never done. So they've never been in my shoes and they don't understand exactly what I'm going through.
Well, I think, you know, too, I mean, I've had some crazy experience, you know, which I'm gonna keep their stuff private, you know, I want to be respectful, but like I had some crazy sayings, you know, I've heard, you know, it's not the best, but there's some strange opinions out there we all respect, but
And I think that's part of keeping the negativity apart. It's not about somebody's opinion winning or losing. You let them, they're entitled to their opinion. You're entitled to yours. It's not a win or lose.
Yeah, but there's no way I can let that guy just walk away. I had to get him. I had to get him good, and it wouldn't have been bad if he didn't call me a heathen. You know, but that's what he did. I'm like, oh my God, that's something that my grandparents used to call me when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, uh, it's crazy, guys. Have your opinion about Hollywood has it changed since the last time I talked to you guys, or does it still the same?
I missed it. What? I was spaced out. Repeat that.
I say, are you guys feeling the same way about Hollywood, or since the last time I talked to you guys, or
Uh,
you know,
it's. I mean, the Hollywood thing. I still pretty much feel the same. The whole thing is, from what I've learned just from talking to people, that you can't. It's like once you get into Hollywood, you can't do your own thing. You pretty much they want you to be like a marionette, and they're the puppet masters, and they want you to act the way they want you to act, and that's it.
Dramatic.
And you can't really you lose your own investigation techniques. You just they want you to do what they want you to do, and that's it.
Yeah, but do you guys think that, let's say for an example, that you guys, Hollywood knocked on your door, gave you a phone call, and said, "Hey, I want you guys to come out, do a TV show, and we're gonna let you guys do it your way." Would you guys go?
I would most likely do it. Who wouldn't?
You know what I'm saying? Uh,
I mean, I'm not gonna, if a producer came up and said, "Hey, we're going to let you investigate the way that you investigate, and we're going to put it on TV," fine. I mean, but as soon as you start telling me how I have to investigate, and if I don't agree with how those tactics are, I won't do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Guys, let me ask you guys a question. There has been a surge of movies that have come out in the minority community. The Lady in the Yard. I don't know if you guys ever seen the previews of that.
No.
I just saw the advertisement for it once.
Yeah, and there's one that came out today that's called Sinners, with the guy that played in Black Panther. Why do you guys think that Hollywood is starting to focus more on other cultures than what they've been doing?
I have no idea. I mean, that because I don't really, honestly, all I watch is the Travel Channel. So that's like the paranormal shows that are on that. I watch, it's like Mysteries at the Museum, the Bigfoot shows,
Josh Gates.
The alien shows, that's all I watch. So I don't watch movies or like regular TV. It's like I go home, I drive her crazy because all that's ever on TV is the Travel Channel, and that's it.
And
yeah, I mean, Travel
we're
Channel's
also
pretty
a diverse state, so it's not like other states in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. So we get a taste of everything.
Well, I think Hollywood wants people to have a thrill. They want to get scared. I think they're going for maybe a different tactic or different option where they're trying it out. And maybe right now, so successfully, they're getting the numbers and everything. So maybe they're making more horror movies and everything. They get people thrilled. But then that's also a downfall too. When people see that, they might get scared. And that's where the paranormal comes in, because they look at it as a different aspect.
Yeah, and I also... Hollywood is trying to tap into unknown sources. I think that they're really trying to focus on the Black community, because the black community is when it comes to paranormal, it's really considered taboo.
Mhm.
As you guys look around the paranormal community, there's not too many African Americans that are doing this. For the simple fact is, when we were growing up, we were told not to indulge in such things. You
Yeah,
know,
I think with Brothers
Mhm.
Paranormal, I think that started opening a lot of the doors for that too.
yeah, I think so too. And I also think that Hollywood, because there is so much out here that that the black community hide from other people because we don't want that type of stuff to get out. I mean, there's so much, but I think that Hollywood is starting to jump into it, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing that they're doing this. I guess we'll figure it out. I guess we'll figure it out 30 years from now. If it's good or bad, but it's one of those things where, like I say, the black community, the African American community, is considered taboo. That's why when people look at me, man, when I go to Paracons, sometimes I'm the only brother in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whoa, dude, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
But
see, up here, it's not like that because I mean, you got every
Everything, everyone.
race up here, like Asian, Spanish, Black, white,
Native American.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Got it
got
all.
every Paracon up here has a mix, so we're not. It's not
No
really
discrimination up in Connecticut. We
there's
got
not-
everything up here.
We don't deal with too
No.
much of that up here.
yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. I guess the more south, you know what? I guess the more south you go, the more taboo it is. Just for the simple fact, you have Louisiana with the voodoo, and all that stuff. I mean, it really scares people. So a lot of people really don't want to be bothered with things that go bump in the night. But with me, I'm a total opposite. If something go bump in the night, I'm gonna get up and check and see what it is. Hell, I probably have a K2 in my hand, or something, or a hammer. You never know. It depends how big of a bump it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. I love to do it. It's pretty cool. Like I said, if I can get Mackenzie to bring that house down, that'd be great.
Bring the house down.
Yeah, I mean, I've been just buying more and more equipment, so like
You got it
now
all.
I got pretty much everything. So
Now, yeah, man. I also there has been a big flood, Eric, in people that are producing paranormal equipment. How do you guys feel about that?
Needs to be more. It's hard to
It
get
needs to be more.
equipment.
It needs to be more. But the thing is, there's a man. Do you guys know this is a $1 million a year business if you got the right people up under you that can buy this? And most people that are producing this stuff, they don't care if it works or not. They're just looking, well, hey, I mean, I got something that lights up. Let's see if these guys are going to buy it.
yeah,
Whether if a ghost can tap into it or not. It's crazy how people can, what's the word I'm looking for? People can take advantage of other people and
oh
and
yeah,
their love for certain things just to make a buck.
oh yeah. I mean, I'm on on Facebook. I'm on a couple groups that buy and sell paranormal equipment, and you just read the comments on just people ripping people off is like
Mm-hmm.
crazy on those sites, and it's like, come on. If you got a piece of equipment and you want to sell it, sell it. There's no need to rip somebody off saying that you got it and then you don't. But a
Right.
lot of the equipment that I get is mostly the stuff that you see on the TV shows. So it's not like I try not to buy from fly by nights.
Mm-hmm.
I try to buy from pretty reputable companies that make this stuff. Some companies I won't use because they are way overpriced. But
Oh, dude. I mean, what is that one company? Ghost Box?
Go Stop.
Oh my God, dude. They are way overpriced.
Price
Yeah.
a leg and an armor for that
You
one.
do have some stuff.
I did buy a few things from Go Stop. Some of the stuff is
Oh my
pretty
God,
good,
dude.
but
Hey, you know,
a lot of the stuff is just I can find it cheaper. I'm not saying that the stuff is bad. I'm just saying I can find it cheaper and it's the same quality.
man, if you guys need a 4K camera, if you guys need anything, man, contact me because I got cameras laying around I can give away. You know, if
Oh,
you guys need,
I have cameras.
yeah,
I have
you-
I have an 8K, a 6K, 4K, 2.7K. I got 3 body cams. I got 1 XLS cam. I got 1 SLS cam. I got and plus I got about 4 broken SLS cams.
dude, you got a mortgage right there, man, right there in your thing.
Yeah, I have 7
Cameras.
Casa home security Wi-Fi cameras that
Oh, me.
they go up and down, spin around 360 degrees.
Night vision, and they go right to his phone.
Yeah, and everything's like I got the cloud, so everything goes to my phone and then into the cloud.
Oh, that's cool, dude. You know, you know, if I don't go in the Five Below at least once a week, I mean that place is amazing, dude. You guys got that up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys even looked for anything that's motion detected in that store, dude? They got some of the best stuff.
I usually
that
just buy
motion-
Pez
Oh.
because I collect Pez dispensers, so I buy all their Pez dispensers in there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I killed it. I mean, it's cheap. If I lose it, I lose it. You know, and I just keep going. Yeah, but dude, I've those people that makes these stuff, dude. They're making a killing whether it works or not. I mean, and it's just like I don't know if you guys. What's your opinion, man, on all these big? On all these big places they're charging. Dude, I heard one place is charging $700, you know, for 4 hours. All these places that are charging outrageous fees just to get into. You know, it's really, yeah, it's crazy.
I haven't come across 700 for 4 hours, but like, so you got Wilson Castle. We're going to Wilson Castle up in Vermont. I have Wilson Castle by ourselves. No chaperones, no people that work there, just us in the castle. From 5:30 at night to 9:30 the next morning for $750.
Oh wow!
For up to 6 people.
And it's gorgeous.
Now, are they provide? Now, what are they providing for you guys?
The castle.
That's it.
Yep. We bring our own food, and like you can't sleep on any of the beds because all the beds are antique. But they do have cots there if you want to sleep. But I don't really sleep during investigations, so I'll sleep the next day. But
they have a refrigerator. And
yeah, they got
there.
a refrigerator. They got a kitchen that you can use.
Oh, dude.
Bathrooms.
They at least should fill it up with snacks or something.
Yeah, I mean, we always bring our own snacks on investigations anyway because we like what we like. So we'll bring our, the sodas, waters, snacks, and then there's always some type of restaurant in the area. So we usually sometimes if we're overnight like that, we'll call and order pizza or whatever, have it delivered.
But it's basically we we have our own investigation there all night. They're inviting. We've been there before. They gave us a tour last time because they asked us if we wanted that. And just a really, really good time.
But a majority of the big places out here, like Pennhurst, a couple of the other ones, they want $1,200.
Woo!
For up to, it's $1,200 for up to 10 people, but that's the minimum price, and you get it from like 7 at night to 2 or 3 in the morning.
Man,
and then
negative Ghost Rider. That pattern's full.
That's only a couple buildings. If you want other buildings, it's like another $250 for each additional building.
Negative Ghost Rider. That pattern's full. Can't do it.
But it's nice because if you go with other, like if they're doing like these places, if they're doing the investigation and they're inviting, you'll have 70 people and you can't investigate like that. They say, oh, we'll break you into small groups. You can't investigate 10 people to a building. It can't be done.
It's too much activity going on. I've noticed that spirits are not going to communicate with you if there's a multitude of individuals that are just lurking around at every corner.
Picking up sounds that aren't true. You could debunk everything. How can you? There's somebody next door.
My thing is, it's tough. It's tough doing an investigation with a bunch of people you don't know. When no one knows each other, it's just tough. You can't do it.
Yeah, because you don't know their style of investigating. I mean, there's so much you don't know about these people.
And when you're doing that, half of them are new. None of them have ever investigated, so they have no clue.
So I'm telling them to shut the hell up or I'll slice their damn throat and you'd be a permanent resident.
There's that, and then trying to keep it ethical. I mean, you don't want to provoke anything. You don't want to do anything that negative.
All right. I got a question for you guys from Irene from out of Japan. Are you guys able to see the comment?
Yep.
Creepiest place we've ever investigated.
Letchworth Village, and we're going back. Letchworth Village is an old like orphanage / hospital. It was a huge place, and it was just they turned it into a state park. And like the last time we were there, we were all inside the crematory incinerators. We were kind of like laying in there doing investigations, but the hospital building there is like insane. So
that's correct.
I mean, I haven't been on many locations, but I mean, I grew up in a haunted house. We're actually in one right now. I mean, I would probably, I've had some creepy stories in this place. So, I mean.
Okay. Mackenzie, I mean, I don't mean to pick on you, but I'm going to pick on you. You've been the newest member of the team. And I'm just going to throw this out there. What exactly do you hope to bring to the team?
Well, hopefully, I mean, technology part, I'm pretty good with technology. I mean, setup and everything, and then whatever else needs to be helped with.
She's got the know-how for like editing, video editing, and all that. So, which is better than me.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, are you willing to relocate
to Texas?
Yes, I need a video editor down here, among other things. Dude, it seems like video editing changes every week.
Yeah, why are you poaching my my new members here?
Well, I just want the house and your member for a week. If she can show me how to, well, we're gonna keep the house, but we can definitely. Okay, Mackenzie. The one thing I am so, and like I say, I'm not meant to pick on you, but I am so hypocritical. I mean, these new paranormal investigators that are out today, they got so much to learn and so much to understand about the field. you know, if you were at an HEB and somebody that's 18, 19, 20 years old come up to you and say, "Hey, Mackenzie, I know what you do, man, and I really like it." What is the best advice that you would give them?
I would probably, start off small. I wouldn't go into a location by yourself and start asking around. I think, learn the equipment, try to study it, ask questions. There's plenty enough places out to ask questions. I mean, with my location, when we run and everything, we have some new people come in and they ask questions and we give them the best advice as we can. And I think the best thing is like advice, seek for help and learn the right
Okay,
way.
now it's tough out there, man. Money is scarce. I mean, if you're not a multi-billionaire, man, money is real scarce.
Mhm.
What is the best equipment that you would recommend these guys that they can go buy that's least expensive?
I would say cat balls and EMF readers. I mean, I have to say, they worked pretty well. I mean, I use them and I get quite a bit of evidence. I mean, I don't know what you guys think.
You know, how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I got like, if you're first start, like my opinion of a beginner's kit is you could pick up a 2.7K infrared camera for $100. You can get a EMF detector. I think those are like $60. You get I prefer an SP7 spirit box, not the SP7 Pro, because I'm not paying that much money for a spirit box. So you pick up even new or used, you can get one of those for $80 with the speaker, the external speaker for it. A flashlight if you need it. I don't normally use flashlights, but I do know people that do. And you get some cat balls for your to use as like a REM pod type thing. And that you can do something, you can do good, and you need a digital recorder. So with that there, you put together, that's a good beginner's kit. The 2K cameras, the batteries in them kind of suck. They don't last long. Comes with 2 batteries. Just make sure they're charged. And or you can buy a body cam. Like the body cams I got, I think are $150 each. But the batteries on them last forever. The charge on it lasts like real good. I used the Patrol Master body cams.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, and you can set the Patrol Master body cams. You can set them up. I think all of them you can, but you can set them up to where they'll automatically fluctuate between color and infrared.
Well, that is the creepiest door I've ever heard.
And that was my son coming in through the kitchen door.
I mean, I'm serious, dude. If I was in the house alone and I heard that thing open, I'm jumping out the window. I'm out of there. I am not hanging around that door. Yeah, dude, that's one of those doors now you don't want to hear ever hear open up.
Hey, it's pitch black. You hear that? Whew.
Oh yeah, you gonna see a streak of lightning. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying, guys? The last time I talked to you guys, I think I brought this up, man. You guys got any animals? Have you guys got any animals yet that you guys would like to have part of the team?
No, I'm not like the animals. No, I have cats. I can't bring cats on an investigation.
Yeah, you'll never see them again. Yeah, cats. Yeah, your cats are little boogers, man. And they, you know what? But which one would give more clarity and more details if they see anything in a certain location? Would it be a cat or would it be a dog?
I mean, I I would say, I mean, I've seen a lot of I have dogs here, so I've seen a lot of evidence with dogs seeing stuff. I never had a cat. I'm allergic to cats, but my opinion would be dogs. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, I'm not a dog person. I usually get attacked by dogs that never attack anybody. So I'm more of a cat person. They don't attack me. And
Oh boy, I wouldn't say that, man. I got beat down by a couple of cats.
see,
Yeah.
and like me, I'll go to people's houses and their cats will climb all over me, and the people be like, dude, that cat don't go to anybody. So I'm more of a cat person. That dogs, I could be walking down the street. The guy can have a service dog. The service dog will bite me.
I mean, I have cats. Cats don't like me very much either. They like to bite and scratch. Yeah, not.
Yeah. But would you guys consider it?
I probably not, because my whole thing is when when I'm on an investigation, I'm like ADHD beyond ADHD. So I can never stay in one spot long enough to even try to pay attention to like bringing an animal around, because I can't sit in one spot long enough because I get irritated and I got to move.
And I ended up taking care of it. So no.
Yeah, on that. Guys, okay. No animals yet. I mean, I'm hoping that eventually that you guys will get there. AI. Let's talk about AI for a minute. Do you think a lot of people say AI is going to help the paranormal community? What do you guys think about AI? Do you think it will change the way that we investigate, or do you think it won't?
We'll leave that to our younger member because
I know nothing
I'm old
about
school.
AI.
Well, with AI, I mean, I don't like it. I mean, it's good for certain things. Like, say, for example, like you're writing a paragraph, you don't know what to say. You can always go on that. But like when you're asking certain like things that you need, I wouldn't advise it. So I got like mixed opinions with AI. I mean, it's definitely gonna be the new future of the world, but I don't approve of very much of it.
Well, we've all watched Terminators, and we all know how that turned out to happen. AI will. AI is like a baby. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. And babies turn into kids. Kids turn into young adults, and young adults turn into males and females. And whether male or female, at some point, it's gonna feel like somebody's a threat to them. And so if AI gets to that point, if it feels like one person is a threat, it's gonna think that all people is a threat.
It goes rogue.
Yeah. So I take all the those Terminator movies, man. I really take those to heart because when I first seen, because AI just came out of just nowhere. I mean, next thing you know, it was in your phone. You was able to do this and that. But just like I'm saying, AI will evolve. 40 years from now, no telling what could happen. Is anybody whistling? I hear whistling.
No.
That is so weird.
Maybe you got a ghost over there.
Yeah.
Need us to investigate?
No. No. Yeah. But anyway, that was on y'all's end. It wasn't on mine. So do y'all need me to come and investigate?
You're welcome to come up here. We've been inviting you.
I can't take that 80-hour drive. I'm gonna have to hire somebody to drive. Let's see here. Comment. AI is only good as you control it. That might be true, Irene, but sometimes, gets out of hand.
Can't control things sometimes.
And I think in what we do, we're connecting with the spirits, and they're connecting to our humanness and our empathy. And they're not, a lot of these are older spirits. They don't even know what cameras are and things like that we're finding. So
that's another debate, guys. I mean, I've talked to, like I said, a lot of people, and everybody's opinion is different. I've talked to people who's like, well, spirits can jump in and out of other dimensions. They actually know what this is, what that is. Spirits knows all, sees all, and hears all. If that's the case, you know, they know everything. They know everything before it happens.
A lot of
You know
it
what I'm
we
saying?
find on investigations, especially with the past, the triggers are things they're familiar with, not things we're familiar with. It could be a cigar, a can of beer, something that from their past.
Yeah,
a teacup.
like certain music.
Music is a big thing.
Like if you play music of that era, they react to that better.
Something they recognize from when
Yeah.
they were still living in their time.
A lot of people say music is universal. Do you guys believe that? People say that anything and everybody on this planet, whether you're dead or alive, if we don't recognize nothing else, but we do understand music. Do you guys believe in that? That
I
theory?
think so.
Yeah. I also think that music, the type of music a person listens to, defines their attitude for that
Something
time
familiar.
as well. Like if you're, like a lot of people that listen to like you listen to like that heavy metal thrash music, they're usually angry a lot.
Or if they listen to piano, they're a calm person.
Yeah, it's I think the music has a lot to do with like your just how you act,
how you were when you were,
and things like drumming can go back to your religion and things like that. I mean,
anything can be a key point. I mean, especially, objects too. Different time period. I mean, our location, we got like cigars and we got little like beer and everything, so they can have like I don't want to say peace offering, but something that had familiar in their life back then.
Okay. Mackenzie, I'm going to stick with you for a moment. There are a couple things, I'll tell you what. Every paranormal, I don't know if you guys do, every paranormal team should have the do's and don'ts of paranormal investigating. I have a book, it's just a small book of the things that I think personally that paranormal investigators shouldn't do for certain obvious reasons. Certain individuals have that certain book, whether they share it with the team or not. But anyway, I have one of those. And I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I don't do, and I'm going to see if you know the reason why I don't do it. So I don't. Number one is I don't go to estate sales. Can you tell me why that people shouldn't go?
Because you might pick up an item, or they have like items that call out to you that could be something attached to it, or if you have a divot box, there could be something in there.
Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, why do you think people shouldn't go to Goodwill and antique stores and places like that?
And anything, could be cursed. I won't buy any religious items from Goodwill because you don't know what was being used with it or practiced with it, or even any objects could have something attached to it, like I said before.
Okay. Let me see, how can I put this? Are you a religious person?
I am.
And may I ask, what is your religion?
I'm a Christian, Catholic.
So you're a Christian and a Catholic?
Well, Catholic.
She was
baptized
Catholic.
Yeah, raised Catholic.
Okay, okay. Uh, your Catholic faith is what drives you, right?
Yeah.
It keeps you humble.
Mhm.
Has you seen anything that might test your faith?
Trying to think. I think one thing would be is like if like something bad happens and like it keeps repeating. Sometimes like I wonder like, hey, why are you doing this to me? But I try to keep hope and I say, God will only give us for how much we can take. So I mean, I try to keep an open mind with certain things that happen.
Okay. Do you believe in deja vu by chance?
I do.
Are you a superstitious person?
Not really. I mean, I'm really open to anything. If something like, say for example, if someone said, "Hey, I just saw something crawl," I would believe them because it's like I'm never gonna doubt someone ever. It doesn't matter what
Mm.
it is.
So black cats are okay with you.
Well, I mean, they're okay. I wouldn't really.
She's allergic to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't go after them too much.
Yeah, okay. Uh, Connecticut. How now? I don't consider Connecticut in the Bible Belt. I think the Bible Belt stops at where South Carolina. I don't think it goes past South Carolina. I'm not sure. I don't know. And that's a weird. I don't think it goes that far up northeast. But I have to look into that.
No, it don't come
Uh,
up here.
yeah, I'm about to say, man, because there's churches on every corner down here.
Around here,
Hell,
I bet.
There's a lot here too, but
Yeah.
the Bible Belt, I think it's more southwest.
mm. Now this is somewhat controversial, but I'm gonna see what you guys think about it. Especially you, Mackenzie. Tell me what you think about that comment right there.
What does she mean by us?
I'm thinking she might believe the paranormal community.
I feel like it's kind of like I don't want to say like divided, but you're gonna have some people that are open to it and respect people's decisions, but there's also people don't approve of it, and and we have to respect that, but they should also respect our beliefs too, how we do it.
I think that with that comment there, I think it all depends on how devout the Catholic is. I mean, because how many people out there that are Catholic that go to church once a year on Christmas Eve?
I know the brothers in the hood aren't.
They because that's like out of the and up here. I don't know about the rest of the country, but I'm talking about up in this area. Christmas Eve is like it's like standing room only in a Catholic church. Any other given Sunday, it's never like that.
So how is it on Easter?
I'm not Catholic. I don't
It's
know.
pretty filled.
Mackenzie,
Ash
how is
Wednesday
it
and
on
things like that.
Or Palm Sunday,
Ash Wednesday, Palm Sunday.
Good Friday.
And I think it's Catholics depending what country you're from. I mean, Ireland is very into clairvoyance and things like that, and they're Catholic. So, and I know from here, each church is run differently based on the priest. They absolutely believe in paranormal. They don't want you to get involved with something you can't handle. And that's why they do exorcisms and things, and it's very hard to get that. But it's not that they don't believe in it. They want their people to be protected and not playing with it and be ethical.
Exactly.
Being a Catholic, like also you don't have to follow every rule to be a Catholic.
Yeah, a lot of the Catholic rules are man-made rules, and people don't understand the difference. Like, don't eat meat on Friday. That's
Yeah, it's
A man-made rule.
Who said don't eat meat on Friday? Is that the Catholic rule? Don't eat
It's a
meat on
Catholic
Friday?
thing,
It's a
yeah.
Catholic thing, but it's not
It's a man-made
mandated.
thing.
But it's not mandated by the
Bible.
Pope.
Yeah.
Boy, if I'm Catholic, I'm eating a whole damn cow on Friday. I can't. I don't eat pork that much or at all, but I will eat a cow in a heartbeat.
Nice beef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man,
don't.
it's something about barbecue.
It's the Catholics. It all like I think a lot of it depends on your community as well, because a lot of people frown upon paranormal investigation just because it's kind of like, you know, a lot of people under if they're dead, let them be. You know, don't why you got to bother them. And like Mary Lynn was saying that, you know, with a lot of like the churches and all that, they're worried about you getting involved in something that your mind can't handle.
Yeah, I mean, but ain't that everyday life?
Yeah, see, I believe in fate. Everything, to me, everything is fate. Where anything that happens, it was fated to happen.
Happens for a reason.
Yeah, it's not, you know, I meet people through fate. I fail through fate. I succeed through fate. Everything is fate. It's already been predetermined.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. If the Catholic Church, we're going to stay with religion for a minute. If the Catholic Church was to open up that vault that they got there, do you guys think that, how do you think the world would react towards what's in there?
I don't even know what vault you're talking
Yeah,
about.
well,
Well, it says that the Catholic Church has a vault of things in there that they think that the world is not ready for. For instance, they say they got the Ark of the Covenant in there.
I think there's a
They've
reason
got,
why it's in there.
there's so many things that's in that vault that they just think that man is not ready to handle what's there.
No, I mean, if it falls in the wrong hands too, I mean, you'd be screwed. I mean, I think there's a reason why it's in there, and we should not open it or, you know, look into it much. That's my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I'm not, like I said before, I'm not Catholic, so I could care less about it.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say that one religion can judge all? There are some of us on this planet, and I think majority of us can handle whatever, you know, anything that they throw at us. If these guys can fight a war, if people here can fight World War II and the stuff that they've seen, I know they can handle anything that comes out. Now, I know they can handle just about anything.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know what I don't know what they supposedly have and what power they believe that it has. I don't know, but it's kind of like the same thing with the alien theory, where the government was keeping it under wraps because they didn't want to cause mass hysteria.
You know, but who are they? I mean, who is the government to judge whether I can go up and shake another man's hand that's not from this planet? You know?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's just that, but that's
Yeah.
the way the society is. I mean, it's they try. I think the government, churches, religions, I think they try to keep as much peace as possible, whether it's the right way of thinking or the wrong way of thinking. They still try and keep it that way to avoid certain situations that they don't want happening.
Okay. Now, if the world didn't have government, we governed ourselves. We didn't have religion.
It'd be a survival of the fittest, and only the strong survive.
In a week.
Would you think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It'd be all about greed.
It would just be a survival of the fittest. That's what religion. We need religion to keep order.
Keep divided.
Interesting conversation. I mean, I can see it both ways. It'd be tough.
I mean, you take the Vikings. That's what it was. That was just a survival of the fittest. It was until they got converted into Christianity.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but we need more root beer.
I know I'm almost out myself, but I got a whole fridge full.
We need more root beer.
Have you tried Have you tried the new Dr. Pepper diet blackberry?
No. You know what? I have not seen it in the stores. So that's kind of weird.
I drink diet, but they sell regular too. But they got Dr. Pepper blackberry. Stuff's amazing.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
Can you put some Jack Daniels in it?
Yeah.
Put
Jack Daniels in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a cup. You ain't kidding on that, boy. You can put in anything. Ugh. Ooh-wee. What time is it? I got an hour. I might have to go to the liquor store. Hey guys, man, this has been an interesting conversation. I love talking to you guys. You guys keep it 100 with me, and that's what I respect out of you guys. But once again, I see myself picking on Mackenzie again. I don't know why.
It's because she's the newest and the youngest one.
Youngest one.
You're not supposed to ask a lady how old they are, but I gotta ask.
18. I'm 18.
Still in high school?
Yeah, I'm graduating this year.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, you're graduating this year. Now in Texas, certain school districts, mostly the big ones,
mm-hmm.
the Dallas Metro, the Houstons, the Arlingtons, the big school districts are putting a little elective course together, and I just want to see what you think. Since they're willing, they are putting parapsychology as an elective
mm-hmm.
in certain school districts, just to test it out, to see how it's going. Mackenzie, what do you think about having kids take that course? Do you think it would be a good thing for them, or
I think it's just a good thing? I mean, I'm working right now with one of my old history teachers to really try to get have people come in and talk about the paranormal and just kind of focus on it, because I think it's really important. Like, I have people like ask in high school, what about the paranormal and everything, and I'm right now up in the works to try to get a youth like paranormal group in the house and try to teach them what's the right way and just show them a little bit of the equipment and everything, and working with these guys here to help. So
yeah, but the only downfall is, Mackenzie, with these kids that are taking this course, is they will not be able to get OJT until they graduate. Mm-hmm. If you know what OJT means.
I think, there's always ways to maneuver that, I mean, with age too. I mean, maturity level too can really come into it. I wouldn't put it somewhere in like a middle school or something like that. I mean, I would say high school, a certain age. I would say maybe like 16, while they have more free time. And then after work, I think, after school, I would assume, start something, around 4. Usually high schools get around 2. So I think it's manageable to do it, outside of school.
Interesting. So are you, let's say, is it willing to take that chance with the kids?
I'm willing to take the chance for that. I mean, kids should learn about it. I mean, there's probably kids out there that are seeing stuff and their parents aren't really too open to it and they kind of die down. But I think this would be an opportunity to kind of give them a different aspect on it, saying it's not always all in your head. It's actually something real.
Right, right. Why do you think that? I'm glad because that's a great point. Why do you think that parents sometimes are so judgmental on kids on what they see and what they feel?
Well, I think it's also where they grow up too. I think, not seeing it or really like throughout their 20s and the 30s, they don't hear about it. And when they start having children, everything, and they're starting to hear this, they're like, okay, this is all bull crap and everything. So I really think it comes from where you grow up and if you were kind of introduced into it or anything involved with it.
Okay. What would you tell somebody who's that is confused
I
on
would
on things?
I would probably, give them an aspect of what the paranormal is. And, not trying to like drive my opinion or what paranormal is on them, but give them a different look at it, saying, maybe it's not this, maybe it's that. And not always thinking one thing, always have different options, think outside of the box.
Okay, yeah. See, okay, hey, that's why me and you're gonna become, we're besties.
Hey, I'm glad.
We're going to become BFFs. Speaking about outside of the box, I'm going to stick with you, Mackenzie, because you're the youngest of the bunch.
Thanks.
Thinking outside of the box when you're investigating. Why do you think most people don't do that? Why do you think most people are stuck in the same paranormal routine of saying the same thing, doing the same thing? Why do you think it's like that? And why do you think that people refuse to change in time?
I feel like we're creatures of habit. We're so used to doing things and everything. And when we want to start doing new things, we're scared. Not a lot of people are really open to do new things. And I think we really got to push it out there and step out of there and try to get that, going. And not just saying, doing the same old stuff, try something new. I mean,
Right.
it's not going to hurt at all if you try something new, if you make sure what you're doing.
It's weird because it seems like people are willing to try new equipment, but not willing to try other new techniques. When I mean by techniques, I mean by speaking a certain way. Because to me, it seems like the whole paranormal community says the same line. I can go down the street and I can almost guarantee you the first thing that comes out of a paranormal investigator's mouth when they're investigating is, can you touch that cat ball? Can you do this? Can you do that? And it's weird because I always put myself into I put myself into the individual that I'm trying to communicate. I try to put myself in his shoes as I'm saying, why does this dude keep saying? Why does everybody keep fucking saying that? Excuse my language. Can you?
All right.
Can you touch that cat ball? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, I can. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I want to do with that cat ball, but You know, maybe if we use our vocabulary a little bit more openly, instead of quit saying the same old every single time uh, every investigator investigates, maybe we'll get more responses.
Well, so what we do that's like different, I don't know if it's different from a lot of groups, but what we do that I think is different is now it was mainly just Mayor and I. So we would always bring new people with us, different, like either if it's people from different groups but we would always bring people with us, and I would always let them use the equipment. Whatever piece of equipment they want to use, they can use. If it's the XLS, so be it, but just so you're not falling, you're getting other people's inputs on questions on how they ask them and how that. So now it's not always the same thing, repetitious over and over and over again. So because everybody thinks differently. So we try to get other people involved in the way that they ask questions, and it usually pans out pretty well that way.
You want to see something pretty cool? If I was a spirit and somebody was to come into my location and ask me, "Can I touch that cat ball?" Yeah, I'll touch it. I'll throw that sucker 500 yards.
We do more of questioning them about themselves and trying to learn more about them and what they were interested in. And
I mean, you got some great evidence here.
I mean, and I always think sometimes, because sometimes, like Mackenzie's saying, you have to think outside the box, because the box is so crowded. You got 40,000, maybe 50,000 paranormal investigators in one little box, and you got 20 individuals outside the box laughing at you. So how is that you got so many inside the box and you got 20? Dude, I want to be the ones that's standing outside laughing at you, because you're the knuckleheads that keep repeating over and over and over and over and over again, and it's getting a little irritating. The spirits are getting irritating about asking, and you know what? And I think that's why you go to some of these big locations and you don't get the and you don't get the evidence that that you're expecting, because one, it's so heavily booted down. Two, the spirits are hearing the same crap every single day. I'm like, oh my God, dude, are y'all kidding me? I get new characters. I thought the ones last night was worse. Now I'm getting 80 more people that's come in to say the same damn thing. Dude, that make me, if I'm in a location, that make me not want to be bothered.
Well, like on that, for instance, the SLS camera or the XLS camera, one of the things we've done is we get a figure, I will sit down next to them and interact with them and try to get them to touch my hand. So I'm trying to get educated responses, but I'm actually getting reactions. I'm not just getting a video of something happening. And that's how I debunk it as well. But I think that's where the empathy comes in and just connecting with the spirits.
Now, is it possible, and I'm just throwing it out there, is it possible that the spirits can do reverse psychology on us?
Yeah.
Of course.
And I always wondered that. I'm like, man, how many times have is it possible that they can want to react towards us a certain way?
The same spirit following us everywhere.
Yeah.
Just playing with us.
Well, that's just like you get, like you'll get houses that'll have a haunt, and shit'll be happening. It'll be happening. As soon as they call in an investigator, nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as that investigator leaves, it starts happening again. Then they come back and it stops happening. It's their way. Like, spirits aren't stupid. They're not, they were once people, or if they're demonic, they're demonic. But they're not stupid. So they're going to try and make the living, that people that they're haunting, they're going to try to make them look like they're crazy.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Some of them are crazy.
Well, the big thing is when someone has a haunted house, like the big thing is when we first go in, we'll ask, we try to find out what kind of medications are in the house too. Because you want to know what medications people are taking. Because if they're schizophrenic and they're on schizophrenic meds, well, you might think you're haunted.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys about the investigation I had? I think I told you guys about the cockroaches smoking up the man's cigarettes and drinking his milk.
Yep, I think on the last podcast, yeah, you did tell us that. I think.
Yeah, that's and that's just how bad medications can be. They make you see things, do things, and it's the pharmaceuticals. The pharmaceuticals. If you don't know what's in that aspirin and you take that aspirin, then you get an allergic reaction. You know what I mean? It's not good. So, in this day and age, if you guys look on the TV and see how many just drug commercials there are now. I mean, there are drug commercials for every little thing. Oh man, I cut my pinky. Okay, well, there's Zytex. That'll cover up that pinky. There's so much out there. Hey, now there's a cure for. It's not really a cure for AIDS, but dude, it's 100% undetectable.
Well, they're coming off of these off-brand drugs, and then you have all like side effects, and then they have the end. You might like fatal death. It's like, why would you take that?
And that's the other thing. You could be more vulnerable on these meds, so we have to be careful if we are investigating, not to make the person more vulnerable if there is something in the home.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you really gotta be cautious when you're dealing with people that are on their meds or that's not on their meds, man, because you really don't know, especially on a residential case and you see 15 bottles of medications that are empty, boy, you might end up in an axe murder case. You never know.
Yeah, like when we bring people on investigations, we don't let them. You can't be drunk or you can't be high or you can't be on anything. You got to be pretty much straight.
Yeah, man, that's one of my main, dude. Let me catch you smoking some marijuana on my investigations. You going home.
Well, I think that when people are high, drunk, or on whatever, their mind is more susceptible to be taken over.
They're more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you are going to I see you, man. There's only a certain thing. There's only a certain point that you can only go when you're dealing with drugs. Whether if somebody on an investigation you're dealing with, or whether it's a team member, that's a big no-no. I can't have that because I don't want to be responsible.
Right.
For things that happen, in an investigation, things can turn at a drop of a dime.
And I just smoke a lot of cigarettes. That's about it.
At a drop of a dime, things can really go south for you, and I can't take that chance. You know what I'm saying? I can't add you to my bill collection because I got enough bills already. You know what I'm saying? Mackenzie, I'm gonna stay with you. You know what, man? We're besties. We're gonna ride or die. We're gonna ride all the way to the end. We're gonna ride all the way to the end with this. Now you, 18 years old. What do your parents think about what you do?
Well, I mean, they're really supportive. I mean, running a haunted house location, they've been really supportive. I mean, my dad, he tells the history because he's a history guy. He loves the history. He knows the whole history about the house and everything. With my mom, she helps me out with like financial stuff and bookings and everything. So I have full support, and we all kind of work as a team and everything.
Okay, is grandma or grandpa still around by chance?
Nah, they're all dead.
How do you think they would react if they knew what you and their sons and daughters were doing?
I think they would be open to it. I think they'd be okay. I mean, I don't think there would be any bad things. I mean, I would assume they would be good with it.
You think they'll go in? You think they ever go in the house with you?
I think they would come in, like my house here. I think they would come in, but if maybe going to different locations, I don't think they'd be too open with it.
Yeah, I you know what? I don't. My grandparents, hell no. That's a hell no with a capital H. It ain't happening.
My grandparents too. They wouldn't do that. My grandparents were like strict Catholics. So
My grandparents were Southern Baptists. I mean, they can't get no Southern, but they went to church Mondays, Bible school on Wednesdays, church on Fridays, and back again on Sundays. And in between that, she managed to have 10 kids.
Damn. It's a lot of work. I give you credit for that.
I don't know, man. Back in those days, there was no cable TV.
Oh my god, even worse.
Or heat.
Or heat. Well, body heat. And that's where the 10 kids come from. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's Mackenzie. Overall, just overall in general, how do you feel about the paranormal community? I know you just starting into this. I'm not for sure how long you've been doing the house thing, but
she loves her team.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you see yourself in 20 years?
I would say, still in the paranormal. I mean, there's so much out there to give out or just to explain and everything. And I think, I would still see myself in the business and still running.
Okay.
And still with this lovely team here.
In 20 years, I'll probably be dead.
Nah, don't say that, Eric.
Don't say that, E. You don't want me
investigating. Not in this house.
I'm older than I look.
You don't want me to investigate you.
20 years is a long time.
You'd be all right. You'll probably walk with a limp, but you'll be all right. You got to put those cigarettes down.
I'll be like, I won't be walking with a limp. I think I'll be in a wheelchair.
Well, hell, dude, you can't be no more than 40. How old are you, E?
54.
Oh man, I just turned 54 yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy belated birthday!
Thank you. Where's my cake?
I got a cupcake here. I can eat it in front of you.
I only eat zingers, buddy.
Oh well.
I almost bought zingers.
My diabetes would love that cupcake right now.
Yeah. So you a diabetical too?
I got more issues than you can imagine.
Quit taking that metformin, and I guarantee you'll get better.
Yeah, I'm on insulin pumps.
Oh man, well, you one or two?
I got one, but then you got the pump, and then you got the transmitter.
Diabetes one.
Oh, I'm a diabetic. I'm type 2. I didn't catch diabetes till my pancreas started shutting down.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was pre-diabetic. Dude, they had me on metformin and all that stuff, dude. And, I quit taking it, dude, and I just felt, and I managed my diet, and I just feel so much better. Metformin is a drug that it's a drug that they say that your body needs it if you are a diabetic, but it doesn't. It doesn't. You just got to maintain your sugar, get that A1C down, and you'll be back at it, running around, doing hopscotch, and hanging
I
out with the
still
home.
do all that, but I do that with sugar.
Oh well, and I eat, dude, and trust me, I eat. I eat more sugar than what I should, but it doesn't affect me. You know, it's crazy. Hey, Mackenzie, God dug it, boy. I'll tell you, man, we're besties. Uh, couple more questions. Couple more questions. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Mackenzie, when you was a kid and you slept in your room, what is the one thing that you was afraid of?
Well, I would say I have a twin sister.
What?
I had
There's two of y'all?
there's two of us.
Oh Lord. Maybe I can
Yeah,
convince,
double trouble on
maybe I
that one.
can maybe I convince the other one to bring the house down here.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, she would. She'd
Yeah,
be like,
she
yeah,
probably
I'm
would.
coming with it.
Yeah, she's more open to it. I would say there was something living under my sister's bed, so I was pretty terrified of that actually, to be honest.
So why do
And
you think people are still afraid of the dark?
Well, I mean, there's still things lurking in the dark. I mean, people always think, it's a demon or anything. I would say 95% of the time it's not. I would say it's either a human spirit. Human spirits, I mean, when they're living, they could have been, part of my language, an a-hole. But, when they cross over, they still can cause, activity, scratching, and everything. So, I mean, that's why people are probably scared of the dark on that part.
Because it's weird because when I talk to kids, man, kids always ask me, I'm scared of the dark. And I say, you're not scared of the dark because you've been in the dark since you were born.
Yeah.
You were in the dark when you were in your mama's womb. I mean,
Mhm.
basically, you couldn't see when you was a baby to your eyes. So you basically was seeing darkness then. So what makes you so afraid of the dark? Oh, I don't know. Well, it's not what's afraid of the dark. You are afraid of what's in the dark.
Mhm.
And I always tell them, you quit being such a bad little tail kid. Maybe the boogeyman won't get you.
Nope.
It all depended when you were a little kid. It all depended on what your parents made you watch before you went to bed, like
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead, stuff
They
like
start
that.
seeing stuff like psychosomatic and stuff
What
like
made
that.
you on as a child?
Mhm.
Right? Hey, a couple more questions. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Are you guys ever gonna expand your paranormal resources to other things, or are you guys content or just being paranormal investigators?
Yeah, probably just paranormal. I'm not into, like, if anyone else wants to, they can. I'm not really into hunting down Bigfoot or
Aliens.
I'm not really into like cryptids. Like, I believe in them, but I'm not into like hunting them down.
Is it
Um
okay? Okay.
I'm not like in the UFOs.
Yeah.
If I see one, I see one. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, you're
I
not gonna
don't.
see us outside of Area 51.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more about
gotta
the
bite it.
paranormal.
Right?
So
Now,
anyone else in
is
my
it
group wants to go to that, it's fine.
okay? Going back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, would you put everything that's unexplainable on this planet, every little thing that we can't explain, would you categorize that as paranormal?
I wouldn't say all of it. I mean, say for example, Bigfoot. I mean, that's an actual seeing thing. I mean, that's there. With paranormal, I mean, it's glimpses of another dimension and everything. So I wouldn't classify everything that people see as paranormal.
Okay. But can you have one without the other?
I think so.
Okay. Because a lot of that's the debate again. Some people on this planet think that everything correlates with each other. Spirits, Bigfoot, ETs, cryptids. You know, everything is as of one. Like they came from different universes, but the same dimension. If that makes sense, I don't know, but it's one of those things where it's one of those Eddie Murphy questions. No, Arsenio Hall that make you go, when you're sitting on the side of the bed and you just thinking about the stuff. Have you guys ever seen Arsenio Hall?
Yeah.
The questions that make you go,
You may not have.
No.
You know, because when I'm sitting on the toilet, dude, I'm always thinking about the things that go, wonder. You know, and it's this world is an amazing place. So many things that's been undiscovered, and you know, and I'm hopefully, like E said, we're around long enough to to see new things, you know, and to see this planet evolve on to where it should be, and everybody come together as one. Because if not, we're not going to make it as we're not going to make it as a human race because you can't have one without the other. But with that being said, guys, any closing statement from you guys before I get you guys out of here?
I'm good.
I just think for closing statement is just to the paranormal world, keep the negativity out of it, stay out of each other's personal lives, and learn from each other.
Yeah, keep it positive.
Try to keep the drama down. There's been so much drama in the paranormal community around here lately that it's insane.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And if we can, guys, and I'm just talking to the audience, dude, if you see me on the street, man, don't call me a heathen.
And if you know Matt Rife, invite him with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try to get me. Hey, you guys got Mackenzie's email. You guys blow her email up and try to get her to bring that house down here. We got plenty of space for it. That's no problem.
Oh, I know. I used to drive over the road. I was down in Texas.
One thing we have down here is plenty of space.
And tumbleweed.
Yeah, dude, those suckers get as big as a freaking truck. But hey, I don't want to even mention on what's going on out there in West Texas because there's some strange stuff going on out there. And I try to stay away out of West Texas. East Texas, too. There's a lot of weird stuff out there in the piney woods that are going on. A lot of unknown. For some reason, there's a lot of Bigfoot sightings that is going on over there, which is a little unusual in Texas. You'll see them up in Arkansas and Tennessee, but for them to come this far south is a little weird. They have sightings as far as San Antonio, and that is really weird because if you guys ever been to South Texas, there's nothing. There's nothing down there for Bigfoot to even hide from. You can't.
Maybe Bigfoot had a climate change of the body. Maybe with Tennessee, the weather's going up. Maybe like, hey, let's take a trip down to Texas.
It all depends on it's the food source. What do they got for food source down there?
Oh, dude, wild deer, hogs, just about anything.
That's probably what it is. Bigfoot will follow the food source.
Hopefully, no humans.
Hey, I was thinking maybe, baby mama left him and she migrated south and he just followed.
Yeah. Might want to get electric trimmers to trim off some of that hair though. It would get pretty warm down there.
Oh yeah, it gets hot, and water is not a big demand down there. Right now we're fighting with the rice farmers to even give them water. So I kind of expect the rice to go up here shortly, in Texas because we don't have enough water to give them to grow their rice.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Rice is a global food. Everybody eats rice. I don't know not one country that don't eat rice. The far east, places like Japan, Okinawa. Man, when I went to, yeah, they eat a lot of rice.
But they have water.
Yeah, they got water. They got a lot of water. They got a lot of water. All right, guys. Hey, tell the world how to get a hold of you guys.
Mainly on you can look us up on Facebook. It's Dimensions Paranormal Research Group.
Look for the symbol.
Yeah, look for the a
That
stickman
stick figure.
symbol, right, like that. If you can
It's
see
actually
it.
off our SLS camera.
So that's because there's a few Dimensions groups on there. So you got to look for, it's like a black circle. When you're looking at it, you can't even see the stick figure. It's just a black circle. But you blow it up and that's us. Usually if you punch in our name, a video, one of our videos will pop up. Just hit that video and it'll bring you right to our site.
Well, I like that merch you got on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
this was all her.
you guys gonna have to send me one.
Oh yeah, I'll send
We
you
can do
one.
that.
Because I'm representing Texas Paranormal TPI tonight. Those guys are from down south. I mean, way south. They're right there on the tip of McAllen, Texas. I mean, it's hot in the wintertime.
And I would say too, if you're interested in our location on Facebook, we have 1771 Enfield. It's a page, you can follow. So,
And Mackenzie makes shirts too.
I make T-shirts. Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, I expect a shirt out of both you guys. Both of you guys send me a shirt. I'm a 2X. Yeah, I'm a 2X.
All right.
Sounds good.
So I'll be expecting. I'm gonna send you guys my address. I'll be
I
expecting.
think I might have a 2X in my truck right now.
So I'll be expecting that, guys. I gotta get the permits for that house, man. Going here Monday.
Yeah, you got my phone number. Just shoot me a text and where you want me to send it.
Yeah. Oh, the house or the shirt?
The shirt.
The shirt, yeah.
I don't have nothing to do. I'm just
Yeah,
living at the
no,
house for the
yeah.
month. I don't own the house.
Oh shit! All right, guys. Well, hey, it has been a pleasure speaking with you guys, man. The conversation has been great, like always. Mackenzie, hey, lead these guys into the next generation. As paranormal investigators. Man, once E is gone, I think you'll be the one that's taking over the show.
Maybe, yeah, with
Yeah.
the youth and everything,
Yeah, she'll have all the equipment.
Yeah. I want to say thank you for having us on your podcast.
Hey, no problem. No problem. Hey, we're besties, right?
We're besties over here.
We are besties, man. I might call you every week. You never know about me.
Yeah, discuss about Bigfoot, some Area 51.
I mean, if you want to go to it, I mean, we can definitely take your RV and go.
Yeah. I mean, if you see us on the news saying trespassers.
We'll just drive the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The RV. I was gonna say mobile house. He'll take the house and just ride. Hey man. Hey, in Vegas, they would never notice a house driving down the highway.
It's not that suspicious.
They will never notice. I guarantee you. Anyway, guys, hey, it has been a pleasure speaking with you guys. I really enjoyed the conversation, especially with you, Mackenzie. I get to see, the insight of a young paranormal investigator because I hardly ever get them, the young ones on the show. But he surprised me with that one because he didn't tell me.
Thank you.
I think a big difference is too the maturity level. I mean, that's the difference in the young kids.
Yeah, it's depending on what mature person
and if they should be involved or not.
Yeah, because you're the key. You're the future, man. Mackenzie, you're the future.
Keep driving.
Keep doing your thing, you guys, and teach, because I am so fearful of your generation right now. I mean, I am too.
Praying to God.
I don't know if they're coming or going at the time. Today's kids are, oh
Different.
my god, dude, they are different. They're
Hmm.
not like me. They're not like the 70s and the 80s kids. I mean, we kind of had an idea on where we were going and what we wanted to do, but kids today, woo, trust me, I got a 22-year-old dude, and oh my god, dude, that kid, he's something else. He likes to work, I give him that, but he smoked too much of that ganja. I can't do it. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
have
But
one of them too.
yeah, smoke it. And that's something I didn't do when I was growing up. I didn't smoke. I didn't smoke at all. But I guess once they get around the other people, he's in college, so I kind of have an idea on where that went. But the worst thing is, dude, don't waste my alcohol. Don't waste my liquor, man. If you can't handle it, I'd rather put it in the refrigerator and but don't throw it away. You know,
Or and don't throw it up.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say that, but I wasn't for sure. If it was okay. Like, man, don't throw it out, dude. Come on, man. I mean, I get tired of seeing yellow and green and throw up everywhere. What are these kids eating today? That's that color. I don't know. Taco Bell.
Yeah, I was about to say fast food, ramen. A lot. I don't eat ramen personally very much. I mean, we have one person that loves ramen over here, but
I love
Well,
ramen.
they
hey,
bought
that,
all
that that salt. Stay away from that salt packet.
the frozen stuff, hot pockets, warm up food, all the nasty food. I like cooking. I'm a health person. I love cooking, baking, making sure what I eat properly.
Okay, good, man. I mean, you're gonna make somebody a good wife one day.
Hey, pretty soon. I'm in my 30s. It's probably gonna be like 15 years from now.
She said pretty soon. She got me nervous.
Yeah, no, like, what's going on? Yeah, no, I still have I want to still be, free and still go out and teach and learn. So,
Hey,
not
well,
anytime soon.
hell, I went speechless after she said that. I'm like, okay. I mean, it is what it is this day and age. But
Okay.
the good thing about it, man, you're in no hurry to do anything. So keep doing what
No.
you're doing.
Taking the
Hell,
flow, going with the flow.
yeah, just going with the flow. Hey, I got kids in their 30s, and I've yet to have a grandchild. I don't have any grandchildren whatsoever.
You
So
want
before
some? I can give you some of mine.
You're not
as
gonna.
long as hey, if I get the EIC, I'm good. So you tell the parent they can't get the EIC. You know what the EIC is, right?
No.
The earned income credit. I want that. I want that $2,500 from the
You can get
income
the
credit.
earned income credits. Yeah, they're fine. Go with it.
Oh, really? What?
You think 2,500 enough to take care of a kid?
Well, for me, it's enough to buy me what I want.
You can you but there's no backsies.
What? Yeah,
No
they're
back.
coming back. Yeah,
No backsies. You get the kids and you keep them.
Well, hey, if they're boys, if it's a boy, I'll take them.
They come with the house.
Oh wow, hey, it might be a package deal. We might can work that. We might can work that one. Hell yeah. If they come with the house, pack it up, Mackenzie.
Okay.
Pack it up. Hey, and leave all the beer in their refrigerator. Just make sure, leave everything. And we're good. I don't want nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? But hey, guys. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on the show again. And thank all the guests. Yes, thank all the guests from all the different platforms that popped on. Thanks, Irene from Japan. Who else we got? Let's see here. Let's see. Cheryl, thank you. Justin, Mr. Curtis, I'll be calling you tonight, buddy. So thank all you guys that popped in. Those that popped in but didn't leave a comment. Come on, guys. We got to do better than that. This team, let's ask. The more questions we ask, the better. That's why we like to pick these guys' minds and see what they're really thinking about. So please, ask questions, man. Ask questions.
Check out
That's
our
on
page.
the
And
way.
you get free merch too.
What? You get free merch, and I'm just asking for merch. Oh my god! I'll take a shirt and a pair of socks.
Used?
That's a whole different website.
I was about to say. Not that website.
Oh, not that website. All right, guys. Hey. Well, I don't know what website he's talking about. Anyway, hey guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday, and keep up the good work, guys. You guys doing a great job up there. And pop in and say hello every now and then. And E, I got your number, so
Yeah,
I will be doing the same. Just pop in to say hello.
Yeah, I can do that.
Maybe we can sit down and have a virtual dinner or something. I mean, I'm always open to something, just I can't make it up there.
If it's the summer months, I'm willing to travel halfway.
Well, I'll see you in North Texas then.
That's halfway?
That's halfway.
Don't math.
Yeah.
Math. That's more like full way.
I'll meet you. What, halfway from? Dude, I couldn't even tell you where halfway is. I'm thinking it might be. No.
Probably be little right under the Carolinas, maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's not halfway.
Georgia.
I think I'm getting the short end of the stick. I'm thinking it might be Tennessee or Arkansas. It might be
Tennessee wouldn't be bad.
No.
I'm sure there's a lot of nice haunts in Tennessee.
Yeah, we can go check out the Bell Witch Cave. I heard that place is awesome.
Sure.
I'll meet you. Like I said, I'll meet you. It's got to be in the summer though. In the winter months, I work for the state Department of Transportation, so I can't. I'm like on state lockdown in the winter.
Yeah, you be dusting off all that snow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no dusting. It's a lot of just plowing.
Yeah, plowing all that snow. Well, you can plow. You can plow some of it down here, man. I mean, we need all the snow we can get. I mean, snow turns into water. We need all the water. Our lakes are really dry.
Yeah.
You guys got snow this past year, didn't you?
No, I don't know what North Texas did. North Texas, the Panhandle always gets snow. Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was in the Panhandle when I drove over the road. Cold as hell in that fucking place.
Yeah, I mean I'm from Colorado originally, so people flip out when it be 32 degrees and I got flip flops and a muscle shirt on in the store. I mean, come on, it's really not that cold, dude. Coldness is a state of mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I get cold,
especially up in New England.
It gets cold up here. We had a couple, wind chill at like 5 below.
Well, in April, we still had like freezing weather up here.
Wow. I see why y'all got so many kids up there. Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. Hey, you guys enjoy your evening, man.
You as well.
You as well.
See you guys, and I hear from you guys soon. Hey, this is Ted with NSPS TV Paranormal Podcast with another great show. Hey, man, make sure you go to this page, their Facebook page. Check them out. Hit support. Let's get their likes and follows up. And with that being said, make sure you go back and hit all mine. Even though I know I lost so many for a while there back in December and January, but I'm back. So I expect to get those numbers up. In the meantime, peace. Bye, guys.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Yes, sir.